Yo guys, I've got a spark which I'm going to use to ignite the fire for a brand new episode of the Skylanders carryon Locke here on the channel. We're going to start this episode off by tackling this here Locke puzzle because it's going to give us access to Auric's shop, which contains a particularly useful item that we want within our inventory, mind you. So first things first, let's complete this, and in stark juxtaposition to the Locke puzzles we endured in Spyro's Adventure, these ones are a lot more fast-paced because for Locke Imp and the entirety of the puzzle itself, they move a lot quicker than what they did previously, so they don't quite drag on the pacing as much as they used to. So without further ado, even, if I can stop sussing it is, let's enter the shop. A charm that helps boulders lift boulders more quickly. What was I trying to say with that? But regardless, we certainly are going to buy this charm because it will come in handy should I ever want to lift a boulder as a giant in the near future. But that being said, what we was truly after was that bulb. So we're going to look specifically into how the bulb can help us right now, right after we've left this room, because that was what you call a Locotron bulb. So the Locotron bulbs are useful in this room here, otherwise known as Callie's room, where a very convenient little trinket can be found. Now what I did off camera is I went back and I collected the health wheel from the second chapter, Junkyard Isles, and I collected the power wheel from the third level Rumble Town. So now if both of those wheels haven't been acquired, we can plug in the bulb we just bought from Auric, and we can place into both of these empty slots both the power and health wheels. Now we always alluded to this in the previous episode, where the health and power wheels are the most useful in Nightmare mode, because the health wheel gives us an increased chance at extra health benefits. So say a Skylander takes a shit ton of damage, if we defeat enemies, then we're more likely going to get some food to nullify the damage our Skylander just took, thanks to the health wheel. And then the power wheel makes it more likely that we can deal increased damage against enemies. It basically increases our critical hit chances, so that means that enemies can be defeated a lot more quickly, and if an enemy is defeated more quickly, it means that they have less of an opportunity to hit us, deal damage to us. So that's why both of those wheels come in handy for Nightmare mode difficulty, especially in a lock format. Usually I would utilise the wealth wheels to give my Skylanders increased treasure whenever they obviously collected it, thanks to having the Locotron wheels of wealth. But, you know, wealth isn't very useful in a lock, so I'd much rather have these instead, these abilities. Yeah, it was a nice punch, wasn't it? There, my best ghost robot friend, my BGRF, as I called him in the previous episode. Very accurately, mind you. That sums up this character perfectly. That is exactly what he is. He is my best ghost robot friend. Okay, here we go. Let's punch some shit. We're punching some shit, and I am loving it. I love punching some shit. Oh, I do want to see something really cool. I want to see something really cool. Let's press something to make something really cool happen. Oh, now that's a lot of damage. I did not mean to do that. And we managed to miss punching the second shockwave generator, so now we have no more shockwave power. This is depressing. I'm upset. I repeat, I am very upset. That's rude. He hit me. Hit my best ghost robot friend. He felt pain. This is not okay. We will exact our revenge upon anything and everything we see. This will not go down in history books as okay. Do you hear me? This, not okay. Now, let's grab ourselves a nice treasure bonus before we switch out for the earth element here being strongest. So let's, without further ado, usher in the debut of Series 2 Bash. Let's rock and roll. So this guy, once again, has a really busted wow power ability that allows us, once we're done with this enemy destruction, mind you, it allows us to do this! Boom, baby! Oh, that's so much destruction right there. Boom, once more. Okay, let's make our way over to that fella right there and just bypass this section altogether. Get rid of that before it hits us, because that would be inconvenient. That would be a shit ton of damage. Just for the sake of it, you know, avoidable damage. We love to avoid avoidable damage. That's why they call it avoidable damage. Yes, way to go, mate, but we're going to skip over the rest of you honestly deeps to by pressing best button of the video game. Even though, you know, let's be honest here, my BGRF, he deserves better. We shouldn't skip over all of his stuff. After all, I'm sure he has important stuff to say. That's what makes him such a good friend. In fact, our best friend, at least in terms of ghost robots. Which I know what you're saying, you know, ghost robots, that's not very common, you know, that's not really saying much calling him your BGRF. Trust me, it is the highest compliment I could pay anyone. What's not so cool is us taking all of that electric power to their face. In fact, we're taking even more of it. Not cool, video game. Not cool at all. That was destructive though. That we like to see. We like to see that very, very much. Boom. And we shaketh the room. Well, that's when that guy eventually wants to die, mind you. He took us time, but we got him eventually, and that's what counts now, doesn't it? Okay, let's roll into all of these, because trust me, if we slowed down, took our time to hit them with our tail, we would not get through it in time. And Bash is already maxed out on his treasure count, so there's no point collecting that chest. We'll save it for later, you know, if another Skylander is coming through this level later off camera, then I'm sure they would love to take advantage of that treasure chest, should their treasure count not already be maxed out, unlike that of Series 2 Bashes. Bashes is just a really fun thing to say. 2 Bashes and Ashes. Perfect score, that's what we're talking about. Now we have unlocked the East Dam, it's time for us to be unlocking the West Dam. And then we can finally make our way to the vault, which will no longer be submerged in water, mind you, because that's what we have the dams for. Okay, cool, they're out of here. Now what I really need to do is punch these folks right now. They had it coming, but look at me funny. If they didn't want to get punched, they should not have looked at me funny. As simple as that, really. Boom, they're out of here. And we have a health bar for an Archean that hasn't even decided to show up yet. That Archean is awful eager to die, apparently. Yes, area clear, because I am absolutely, positively awesome. Yes, I can see that. He's currently a little bit indestructible, but look, well, that's what you have punches for. You just gotta wait for it, and wait for it. Boom, baby! Falcon punch to the face. Boom. And one last time. There we go, and that's what we're talking about. Robot has been defeated. I repeat, Robot has been defeated. We know that was something that needed to be repeated, but here I am, having repeated it anyway. You know, for effect, the effect being to put emphasis on the very thing I am repeating. Boom, he's out of here. Sucker! I have so much fun yelling sucker, because he's a sucker and he knows it. Okay, this guy's got to go. Sweet! He's out of here. As is he! Oh, talk about destruction right now. This is destruction incarnate. And the funniest thing is today, you guys ain't seen nothing yet. Like, when we get to Trap Team, if the utmost broken characters appear in the random main picker, so for Undead, that is pretty much anyone who comes from Trap Team. Like, the Trap Team Undead element is just so busted. And the same goes for tech. Like, if any one of the Trap Team tech characters come up with a random name generator, the enemies are screwed, okay? It doesn't even matter who we get for all the other elements. Okay, one of those characters alone is enough. So, yeah. Then in Superchargers, we could potentially get Elite Voodoo. So, in terms of just absolute overpowered Skylanders, you ain't seen nothing yet. So here we are, dam number 2. Let's grab all that treasure whilst we can. Why not? Right, this treasure, 'tis glorious. And now we'll take a look. We can finally usher in the debut of Series 2 Drill Sergeant, because I do not trust myself with Bouncer. Not in this portion of the level where we have a lot of close quarters combat, which is why I do not trust myself with Bouncer, mind you. I thought this guy was going to be down for charging path. Apparently I thought wrong. But yeah, this is what makes Drill Sergeant's WoW power so busted. He has a even more powerful gun. His gun is dumb stupid broken. I love it. It's the one saving grace of Drill Sergeant. It's the one thing he has going for him. Boom, baby. Yeah, that's true. They do lose. Congratulations, noticing there, Drill Sergeant. Congratulations, noticing. Indeed, I keep wanting to call him Drobot because I am so unused to playing Drill Sergeant. I'm far too accustomed to playing as Drobot all the time, to where I am very close to calling Drill Sergeant Drobot all the time. What can I say? It's muscle memory. I'm so used to saying Drobot and playing as Drobot that Drill Sergeant here makes a change. Not a good change, but a change all of the same. Yeah, let's try to avoid the electricity this time. Keyword here is trying. Okay, there we go. Far more successful that time. That's what we're talking about. Okay, watch out for the electricity. Luckily for us, Drill Sergeant's Drill Sergeant's hitboxes particularly though, so we can traversal through this quite easily. And we're just going to bypass Bouncer's Soul Gem. I know what you're thinking, but Bouncer's part of the series, and we usually like to collect the Soul Gems for characters who are part of the series. Yes, usually, that's not all the time, however. We never collected Stump Smash's Soul Gem, we never collected Hot Dog's Soul Gem. So yes, there are exceptions. Okay, these guys have got to go, man. They have got to go. Oh dear, watch out for the Explodium at Bob. I don't want to get hit by the Explodium at Bob. That would be inconvenient, actually. Rather very inconvenient indeed. But sweet, they are out of here. It's about damn time, man. They took their time dying. Oh boy, I'm sure Juggernaut. That is not fair! Video game! Not cool, man. The cutscene really screwed me over. Not cool, video game. Luckily though, we exacted our revenge. And I couldn't be happier, folks. I could not be happier. Now we'll even kill these folks. I know Drill Sergeant isn't particularly powerful, but come on, this is taking the piss a little bit, don't you think? Sweet, he's out of here at long last. For Drill Sergeant, you've got to play the slow game. Okay, sweet. There we go. Now that both those have been taken out, we can continue traversing on with the level. Okay, we've got to be careful though, because this is very tight quarters combat. This is exactly what I would be dreading right now with Bounce if we was playing him. So at least Drill Sergeant has a little bit more maneuverability, and as we said earlier, he does have a small hitbox as well. What is this? Is this for Drill Sergeant Appreciation episode? I'm actually giving this garbage character compliments? What bizarre parallel universe are we in where I actually like this character? Anyway, we're definitely going to be collecting the Lockotron Wheel of Health. Though unfortunately, we've ran out of bulbs in the Lockotron Wheel to actually take advantage of that wheel. Or have we? We're going to be collecting something in the next chapter that is going to make that Lockotron Wheel of Health that much more useful to us. But for now, we're too busy completing these fellas with perfect scores to boot. We've unlocked for West Dam? Is that how you pronounce West? Apparently it is now, because I said so. Anyway, let's take out that fella right there. Take out this fella right here too, whilst we're at it. Boom, baby. These guys do not stand a chance. They have no chance standards, do. Yes, I do quite love the extra shockwave power. And I'm pretty sure I accidentally called Drill Sergeant Joybot earlier, even though that was a very specific thing I said that I was trying to avoid. Apparently, despite saying I was trying to avoid it, I did not manage to avoid it very successfully now, did I? What can I say? They both just begin in Durr. I can't help myself if my muscle memory is Drobot as opposed to Drill Sergeant. I suppose that's the first casualty that the title is referring to. You know, the first casualty isn't a Skylander, it is my lack of pronunciation skills. All of a sudden, the pronunciation for Drobot, or Drill Sergeant, has become Drobot. That's how you pronounce Drill Sergeant now on Drobot. And also, Weast has a whole new pronunciation to it altogether. Boom! Okay, one more. Falcon! Punch, that's what we're talking about. Okay, wait for it. And wait for it. Wait for it some more. Boom, baby! He took his time, didn't he? He really took his time. But one more will do it. Time for us to be One Punch Man. One Punch Man who defeats his enemies in 3 punches as opposed to 1 punches. And one other thing, he's not a man. Okay, he's a Drobot. He's a Drobot? I meant to say Drill Sergeant. He is a Drill Sergeant. Which I would say is superior to man, but it's not. Drill Sergeant wishes he was a man. Maybe then he'd be a little bit less useless. Die, 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 die. Thank you! Anyway, we've got all these shockwaves and we're not even using them. That's a disgrace, man. That is a disgrace. That being said, we've slowly but surely made our way to the vault, the secret vault. Full of secrets! Who would have seen that one coming? Twist of a century, that right there. Anyway, let's continue on with Drill Sergeant. Well, not for much longer because water has popped up, so it's time for Whamshell once again. Let's cross our fingers, hope he doesn't die, because it would be very inconvenient losing Whamshell here. Especially since he could grow in the future of the series. He could grow into his light core iteration for Sword Force onwards, should he make it that far. So let's enter the store without further ado, see what he's got. Ooh, as a Buster's guys, don't we want that, please and thank you. A tropical turban, we're going to buy it. We're not going to wear it though, we're just going to buy it for no good reason whatsoever. And the regeneration charm, don't mind if we do. Not taking any damage yet, but I guarantee, since I'm playing as Ramshell, I'm going to take some damage at some point. Which means that if we heal up from said damage, that would be convenient. What would be even more convenient is an invincibility charm, but that's clearly asking too much. So we've activated the power coil, which oddly enough, that powers the dam as opposed to powering it down. So now that it's been powered up, electricity can flow straight through it. Okay, just because I have a regeneration charm doesn't mean I'm, you know, in the mood of taking damage. So we're still going to avoid damage like the plague out here. Avoid it at all costs. Hence why we're avoiding it like the plague, mind you. Now there's some pizza down there, so if we take too much damage from these enemies coming up, we can heal up by means not just from regeneration charm. Boom! 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 This is great! I love this! This is cheese, and I like me some good old cheese. This guy can't hit me, I can hit him! Which is the funny part. Now I'm worried about die already, thank you! Now all I've got to do is not take damage to his little friends over here. Easy said than done, apparently. Boom! Take him out with his own enemy's power up, mind you. Okay, let's do some damage. Yeah, baby, for Poseidon Strike coming in clutch. But now what's left is the Locke puzzle, which we could have skipped this entirely had I bought a Locke puzzle key from Auric, but I didn't, so never mind, I suppose. Never freaking mind. Okay, we're back here, having completed this in 7 moves, making it a perfect score. Obviously, I'm just that legendary that we get those perfect scores. My legendariness is just that perfect, mind you. For perfect was not referring to my puzzle skills, in fact it was just referring to all of my skills all in one. Including my skill to not say the correct word. I almost called them skulls then, it's like, that's not what a skill looks like. Boom, he's out here. And soon as a little friend shall be too, that's what we're talking about. Oh boy, there's 4 of them. I repeat, there's 4 of them. And we can't attack them, we can't cheese them unlike we did with Bark Demon. That is inconvenient, man, inconvenient, I tell you. What's he going all the way down there for? I mean, it's not going to stop us from, obviously, ultimately destroying him. And now it's time for the Locke puzzle to end all Locke puzzles. And by that, I mean end of the level. It won't do much more than that, but at least that will be something. Here we go. Right, and left, and a little bit more of left, and after left we're going to go left, you know, a few more times, you know, a little bit more left to boot, so left, left, and left again, only to finally having gone right. That's what we're talking about. Oh, but it's not a perfect score.
You did it.
Just an excellent score. So that being said, let's skip over all these cutscenes right now. Wait, what? What happened? No! Not our best ghost robot friend! Anything but our best ghost robot friend! Take Ramshell instead! No! Damn it! I suppose that's what the casualty in the title was referring to. Oh man! He saved Ramshell and gave his own life in the process. Was it worth it? Absolutely not! Goodbye, best ghost robot friend. You will be dearly missed. I'm not crying, you're crying, okay? I'm a man, and men don't cry. Okay, we have to be strong because we still have Willikin Village to get through, and that can be a tough level if you're not on your guard. So time for God to get on it. I am on it. I am so on it. No matter how upset I am. So let's skip over all this unnecessary deeps do. Let's not usher in for chapter select. We can't chapter select a chapter that hasn't begun yet. So instead, let's speak with Flynn and get going. Just don't think about it, Igknight. Just don't think about our casualty, or just make you more upset, and the last thing we need to be is more upset than I am already, which is already very upset, so that's saying a lot, being even more upset than that. I am upset, I am very upset, and now I'm even more upset because I have to switch out from one garbage Skylander to another. Damn it, video game, you just had to rub it in, didn't you? You had to make me play as this character, just to make me feel even worse. Game couldn't help itself, okay? It just loves pouring salt into the wound, it loves it. Wrecking Ball, stop bouncing back and forth, okay? You're not fooling anyone, you're not energetic, you're not cute. You're a freaking glorified bowling ball with legs and massive teeth. Which add nothing to the design, might I remind you. You know, this Series 2 adds nothing to the original. It would have been way more cooler to have seen the Series 2 Voodoo. Imagine all the cool posters they could have had for the Series 2 Voodoo. Well, you don't need to imagine it because we got a repose and superchargers with this elite form finally. Imagine that was the Series 2 instead with a Wow Pow. How fucking cool would that be? Instead, we're stuck with this piece of garbage, Wrecking Ball. I hate Wrecking Ball. I hate him with every fibre of my being. I hate him so much. We're going to skip over that episode deep stream without further ado. And we're going to reconnect our controller. Oh wow, healing, yeah, wouldn't that be great? It would be even greater if, you know, Wrecking Ball had taken damage already. At the moment, the healing doesn't help us whatsoever. Die! Die, I tell you! And unleash the power burp, which did nothing. In fact, the animation hits for all around us, and we didn't even hit all around us in the end. How long that takes to charge just simply is not worth the charging up in the process. Not worth it. Nothing about this character is worth it, in fact. And yet here I am, having to play him regardless, because unfortunately, as per the rules of the Locke, I must switch out to a Skylander corresponding to the current element of the area. Cannot switch out again until the element of the area changes once more, and in this case it's magic. Must play as a character of magic element, cannot swap out again until the element of the area is something other than magic. Which luckily for us, that's coming up pretty soon, so I can get this garbage off the screen in due time. But for now, let's take him out! Yes, Gargantua, giving us a gargantuic lead, mind you. This guy, this fella, doesn't stand a chance. Archean Ultron! Yeah, that's what we talk about. 2 on each side is pretty much one of the most overpowered zones you can get at the start of the game. And Fuego Chompy, well, Fuego Chompy is a going down, baby. It's a going down. It's going down hard. So hard. Boom, take him out and skip over the unnecessary deep steer as we always do. Why didn't you use that on the Ultron and take it? That was a very foolish move, you foolish Willikin fool. So now, we're about to defeat it. 6-3. Basically means that for every 2 stones on the board that Rutherford possesses, well, for every stone he possesses on the board, I should say, I possess 2. That's how the ratio works. The ratio simplified is 2 to 1. I have 2 stones on that board for every 1 he has. That's how awesome I am. In fact, that's how perfect I am. The game called me perfect earlier. That perfect is universal. It for everything. So let's actually switch from between the worlds. You know, I pressed the Y button. I expect my Y button to be honoured in the game, but apparently the game said no. We have this awesome music to boot. Okay, I might be playing a garbage character, but at least I have some awesome music. That part is pretty darn cool, if I say so myself. I like that part. I like it a lot. I like it a lot more than my BGRF dying on the screen right there. That was depressing and sad. I was very depressed and sad from that. But in Fuego Chompy, let's take him out, shall we? Boom, baby! Now that's some healing right there. So if this wall had been destroyed, what I can do is I can shift wheels, and that Bark Demon, it will be no more. Told you so. I can eat an entire stump. Wrecking Ball's appetite knows no bounds. But anyway, life is finally here, so I can swap from a garbage character to a not-so-garbage character. Stump Smash, let's do this thing. These guys are so screwed now. I mean, granted I will be slow, but this guy's power more than makes up for it. First things first, so we got to switch worlds. Yes, time for them to sleep. Get those wooden creepy dolls out of here. Good riddance. Now, with the bomb in hand, let's try not to push it off the face of Skylanders, because it's not very useful down there, is it? Here's the thing though, if we push something off the face of the Skylanders, then does that mean it just falls forever? Like, surely by chance there's got to be some sort of island below this island, like somewhere? There's got to be somewhere, right? I mean, there's an infinite sea of floating islands in the sky, but never did it ever say that all of these islands are on the same level as one another. So yeah, someone down below. Maybe, 10 years from now, because I never said that the island below it has to be close in proximity. But yeah, they're just suddenly going to have a bomb land on their heads. What a tragic way to die. A bomb comes out of nowhere and just lands on top of you. It's like a piano falling on top of you out of nowhere in real life. That would be an awful way to go. But luckily we kept our perfect distance from that bulb given, so it couldn't attack us with its melee hits once more. Because Stump Smash, taking that melee hit to a face, he took it like a champ. But man, it left him with very little health remaining. Actually, playing as a slow character going through this section is not particularly ideal whatsoever. I have made a huge mistake. If I get hit by these fallen things, then Stump Smash will be defeated. It will be our first casualty. Series 2 Stump Smash. We'll have to go back to Series 1 Stump Smash, mind you. And man, would that be annoying, losing one of the most overpowered WoW powers to a freaking crushing unit. I would not be a big fan of that, not at all. Luckily there's a pretzel. I need it. I need it! Thank you. I got what I needed. Boom, boom, shake it through. Though that is doing absolutely nothing to these crushers right now, which is ultimately very depressing. So many depressing things all just stacked on top of one another this episode. That is a true casualty of this episode. Okay, not a grenadier! Anything but a grenadier! Oh, I hate grenadiers. I hate them so much. Okay, take him out. Watch out for the grenades! That was way too close. For hitboxes and those grenades, do not take them for granted. Okay, they are dumb, stupid, broken, those grenadiers. Okay, cool, they're all out of here. I could have really done with some food right there, but clearly, well, there, that was asking too much. Boom, boom, shake the room, take that, you freaking crusher. That's what you get for almost killing me earlier. Luckily for me, though, almost doesn't quite count now, does it? Okay, let's go. Go, 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 go. Go to middle, go to middle. Okay, we've got to stay here in the middle. Hope that doesn't hit us. Because, yes, we can't make it all the way to the end from the middle here. So we have to be here. Because if we was between the other two, that middle one there would have hit us. So by staying here, it ensures that we never get crushed. Because we can't make it all the way on a single run, especially not with Stump Smash of all things. It's just here we are. Let's push these fellas into place. That's what we're talking about, baby. Can we just switch elements already? Stump Smash, he's cutting it close over here. And I don't like how close he's cutting it. I don't like it at all. Move! Move! Okay, we could have made it into the middle there before those crushers crushed us, but unfortunately, we had to play it safe, and in the end it worked out. Thank goodness for that. Okay, move! Move, fella, move! Thank you! Okay, go in the middle, I guess. Please don't crush me. Or disconnect my controller. For suspense! Okay? Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit! Damn. Now I'm even lower than I was before, and I was already pretty low to begin with, so that's really saying something. No! Don't do it to me! Don't do it to me! Oh! Stump Smash! Damn it! Looks like we have now reverted to Series 1 Stump Smash, damn it. And the problem is that it's not even on my bed beside me right now, so I'm going to switch out the Shroom Boom. But boy, we just lost the most busted WoW power in the game for no good reason whatsoever. Fuck this section, man. And now that we're playing a Shroom Boom, we're no longer so slow, so we don't even need to worry about getting crushed so easily. Okay, I almost killed Shroom Boom to a freaking red pallet. That was very stupid. I don't know why I bothered traversing there when I didn't need to. But yeah, here I am, having done it regardless. A very foolish move that was to almost cost me the life of Shroom Boom. But luckily for me, almost doesn't count, does it? And ironic how it almost cost me the life of Shroom Boom, with Shroom Boom being a life Skylander. Regardless, Undead is stronger here, so it's time for Cinder to return to Portal. And you can at long last see that between sessions, I did finally get this character upgraded and leveled up. Level 14, which is close enough, shall we say. the most important part is that she has the upgrades. You can tell from her ghostly ally currently being beside her. So yes, Series 2 Stump Smash, our most busted WoW power and our first casualty of the series, is gone because of those freaking crushers and the lack of speed Stump Smash possesses. This is truly tragic, I'm telling you. You can't get more tragic than that. I'd dare go as far to say that's how tragic it is. This is the peak and the pinnacle of absolute tragedies. You thought Romeo and Juliet was a tragedy? Pfft, that tragedy stands nowhere near the tragedy of Series 2 Stump Smash. As well as the tragedy of my batteries currently have been dead, so let's go ahead and replace those without further ado. Okay, so hopefully now my controller will stop disconnecting now that I've successfully replaced the batteries within it. And there is the curse for her WoW power ability, very convenient net. Though I'm not sure how useful it will be in combat, but since combat is about to ensue, I'm pretty sure we're about to find out. Okay, I've got to remember which house Auric is in. There we go. So from Auric we can buy a particularly useful bulb. That will be our third bulb in the Lockotron wheel. Well, we could if Cinder had enough gosh darn money, but she doesn't, which is a pain. So to save time off camera, I quickly switched out for Warnado, bought that Lockotron bulb, and as you can see it's no longer available in the shop because I did such a thing. What I do have enough treasure for, fortunately enough, is the invincibility power-up, which is exactly what I need because it means that Cinder here, she's about to be, as the power-up would imply, invincible. Enemies will be completely unable to deal any form of damage to her whatsoever because that's exactly what being invincible means. So let's get out of here even as fast as possible because we want to take as much advantage of this invincibility charm as possible. You know, ensure that these guys won't be able to deal damage to us for as long as possible by speeding through things and having a longer time in the process. Yeah, take that, sucker! Okay, now we have 27 left in our invincibility. Plenty of time to take out all these fools, I hope. Boom! Take that to the face. Though technically, you know, despite the fact that we lost Series 2 Stump Smash, it's not our first casualty because we still have Series 1 Stump Smash to boot. The original has not been defeated yet, and so Skylander can only truly be classed as dead when their original is defeated in battle. It is a shame that Stump Smash's additional life had to be wasted like that, but that's all what it was, an additional life. An additional life for the Life Skylander. I suppose technically it is still a casualty of the same, but it's not as bad as had we lost Shroom Boom in that section. That would have been so annoying, because not only would Shroom Boom be classed as dead and never be able to be used throughout the series again, given that Shroom Boom in this game is his original form, but it would have meant that we would have lost potential to upgrade to Short Shot Shroom Boom in Trap Team. I want to keep Shroom Boom alive until then, because Short Shot Shroom Boom has one of the coolest WoW powers in the franchise. I want that WoW power, what can I say? Anyway, we have to be very careful of these Bark Demons because, as you can see right there, they deal really dumb stupid damage. I really don't want to lose Cinder's additional life right now. We've already lost the additional life that belonged to Stump Smash. We don't need to do it for Cinder as well. Okay, get out of here. Sweet! Get out of here again. Why won't you die? Just die some more. That would be awesome. Sweet! It's about damn time. We cut that way too close comfort right there. So let's grab that key without further ado and we can head over at long last to open up this door. We've used 2 keys in it already, but 2 keys was not quite enough to unlock it fully. Now was it? For green room? I don't see much greenery. Oh, there we go. That's much better. Okay, so now that I've made that cut, you'll notice that things are pretty different to where I have a completely different attire on, and that is because it would turn out, and I didn't realise this until after I had started watching the footage back at the end of the previous session, but the very last few minutes of this video, the gameplay recording decided to go and get itself corrupted, so the entirety of the Jump Mage boss fight is pretty much unwatchable, hence why I'm back here having to re-record it. In Cinder, I have tried to get to as similar a health bar as she was prior going into this fight. I'm not sure if I've got it exact. Like I said, if the footage was corrupted up until, well, from this point onwards. Luckily though, I'm re-recording this as part of the next session, and I only recorded the episode after this one for a previous session, and after that I wound up cutting the session short. So pretty much I only need to re-record this, and then we can start a brand new session for chapters 10 and onwards. So that being said and done, what we want to be is in the real world, where we have not the damaging spells to have to worry about, and we also will definitely indulge in that delectable look of pretzel right there and have a cutscene despite us being in the real world right now. So I thought the Willikin was supposed to be, you know, kind of not alive and all that. Either way, what's really useful about this boss fight is that the chompies in the background there, they reflect what chompies are going to try to attack you, which is really useful because we want to make sure we have the Fuego chompies activated, because they explode inside the chompy mage's mouth and deal some extra damage to him, precisely what we need. And what we also need to do right now is press the mini game, first skip button. Oh my, you can actually dash under those! Oh, I was so scared for a moment there because I chose the wrong world. I accidentally chose this world where those spells are the damaging ones as opposed to the healer ones. So I thought I was as good as dead right there. That was a line of spells that I was not avoiding. Unless, of course, with a perfectly timed shadow dash, which I didn't even know could be used to dodge the spells. And yet here we are, doing such things. You learn something new every day. So, yes, we had a miracle save for Series 2 Cinder here. Something that didn't happen originally. When I first played through this boss fight with the corrupted footage, Series 2 Cinder actually died in that exact scenario. So you think I'd have learnt my lesson, but apparently not. Ooh. Well, that's convenient, isn't it? Right as the evil spells surrounded us, for damaging ones, though, that being. So yeah, we're going to skip over that unnecessary deep to do as per norm, and try our darndest not to take damage. We can't exactly jump over these spells, that's what makes this boss fight so intuitive and perfect for the giant mechanics specifically. This same boss fight wouldn't work in later games because you could just so easily jump over the magic spells. But yes, in the original footage, Series 2 Cinder was defeated and we had to refer back to original. But it looks like this time around, so long as I play this boss fight well enough, Series 2 Cinder will get to live. This is her second chance. Let us hope she does not disappoint. So, here we go again. The best thing to do for this boss fight, actually, is to stick with the green chompies, because then, for green chompies, they don't explode the moment they get close to you, so we can be close to the green chompies without killing them, and then as soon as the chompy starts sucking them in, that's when we switch to the Fuego version, so we can guarantee that more of them go boom inside the stomach, because usually in the Fuego form, obviously they explode the moment they get near you, but now they can get near you without exploding. This boss fight is so cheesable, I love it. Anyway, let's not to take damage from these again. And the best part is that whenever you take any damage, that is immediately nullified by, of course, all of the healing spells that you can quite easily apply for yourself. Now, Cinder isn't the perfect character for this fight, because as you can tell, the green chompies are being killed by my lingering ghost right now, and that guy I'm just going to murder because he looks at me funny. But that's not going to change the fact that we still have plenty of Fuego chompies being ingested by Chompy Mage himself. He's indulging on Chompy as much as how we indulged in that pretzel earlier, but man, I'm kind of glad that this is the only footage that corrupted from the previous gameplay recording, because it meant that I didn't have too much that I needed to re-record, and like I said, it gave Cinder here a second chance for her survival. Even if the Series 2 is defeated, so long as we keep the Series 1 alive, then we can upgrade to Phantom Cinder and Swap Force, which would be amazing. Okay, here we go again. Let's watch out for the evil spells and then go back to green old chompies, because I don't want them exploding on me way too easily. Oh yeah, Cinder is not ideal with that lingering ghost. The ghost keeps automatically defeating chompies right there. It's rather quite annoying actually. Oh, change already! Kind of missed the ample moment of changing right there. That could have been far more effective. But you know what? Over 400 damage with Chompy Mage is still exactly what we needed to do. Okay, let's watch out for all of this. Yes, obviously, as you can tell, what I've done is replayed back through this level up until this point for this session. So pretty much everything else from previously in this in the series remains from previously in this specific episode even. So we still have that extra Lockotron bulb, which after this we are going to switch out the Flashwing and apply that to our Lockotron. And we're switching out the flash wing because, as I said earlier, I have already recorded the next episode for this series, and we started that episode as flash wing, given that when my Social Cinder died in that original recording, we reverted to flash wing and said, when in doubt, go with flash wing. So naturally, we need to conclude this episode with the same Skylander that we start the next episode with. So at the hub world of the game, Flintship say we will certainly be switching out for this gloriousness we see before us. This is what makes the face cam so great. Not only do you get to see my glorious mugshot, you get to see the glorious mugshots of the Skylanders, which are arguably even better looking. I mean, Flashwing definitely is, that's no competition. I can't hold a candle to her kind of beauty. But the rest of the Skylanders, you know, you can get to see them up close and personal as well. Isn't that convenient? Oh wait, never mind, it's not convenient. Not convenient at all! But all of this we'll worry about in the next episode, which has already been recorded. Isn't that fantastic? Oh, is that right, Livingston? Is that right, is it? But yes, in the next episode we're going to acquire a particularly useful charm to fight off trolls. I'm looking forward to that moment where trolls become that much more easier to deal with. Plus, it's going to involve a lot of swarm gameplay because of the air elemental sections in Troll Home Security Castle. So yes, swarm is always an instant win. But now that we're done with that cutscene, we're going to do exactly what it was I said we was going to do, and we're going to switch out for the flash ring so that then we can go to the Locotron located in Callie's room, and we can apply that Locotron bulb we bought so that now we can actually take advantage of the health wheel we acquired during the secret Vault of Secrets. So there it is, our third bulb and our health wheel to go alongside it again from Secret Vault of Secrets. I'm glad to finally be taking advantage of that. But now that we're back on the main deck, I think it's about time we concluded this episode. So let's roll that outro and get right to it. I cannot, in good conscience, end off this video without first thanking all of my incredible channel members whose continued support help make these videos possible. Without them, these videos would be near impossible to make, so from the bottom of my heart, I truly appreciate every last one of them. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more, there are plenty of options on screen now to explore, and please consider subscribing to keep up to date with all my content. On that note, this video is coming to an end, so thank you so much as always for watching. Until the next video arises, peace!